Hey guys, it's getting pretty cold out, so I figured it was time I shared how I made my travel trailer skirt for about 150 bucks. The best part is it's really great for travel. I can pull it down, put it back up in about 15 minutes. The secret is Velcro. I'll show you the supplies you need and how I went about doing it. Let's get started. All right, so it only took a few items for me to get this done. First thing, gloves. I also use a hot glue gun. If you can use a commercial one, better. It just speeds up your process. Otherwise, any size will work. Tape measure. You're gonna need your razor. And then I'll show pictures on this video of the tarp I bought to make it, and also the Velcro strips. And also, forgot to mention, that's all you need, but it is cool if you have anything else you can add as additional insulation. I was very lucky. On hand, I had some of this styrofoam board. This one's not in very good condition, but just to show you what it looks like. Otherwise, anything else you can kind of stick in there. You want something that's more waterproof. I'll still put in the video what those foam boards look like. It will cost more to get your skirt done, but it'll definitely insulate it more. All right, first things first, you have to measure. So add up the length and the width of your trailer so you know about how much tarp you need. For this next part, you're going to need a little bit of space to work. I took apart my current skirt to show here one of your first strips here. So you're going to take that and fold it in half. From there, get your hot glue gun ready. And we're going to take each of the edge that we have here, folding it over. You can see where I had some past hot glue. And folding the opposite side in, like so. I hot glued these, so before you do that, you're going to want to hot glue the inside here so that your fold will hold. So it'll be glued like that. Once you glue that, you'll do these two sides together. So you end up with this long strip pouch pretty much. Once you've finished all of these strips, you cut up all the tarp, you've glued it all together, all the halves together. Then we get started on putting the Velcro strips onto the trailer. So let's jump to that. Cool. Now it's time for us to do the Velcro. So you can see here I have it glued all the way around the trailer. I have it at the same level wrapping around. I'll show the front and the back soon. It's a little more complicated. But otherwise you're just doing these strips, gluing them on. And then when we have our tarp laid out, that's where we're going to glue the strips on one side of the pocket. I prefer to do it, here I have it opened up, showing you on the side where you had it rolled and you have it glued together. I do that side so I can, I just think it holds better. Doing it on the bottom, sometimes wrapping the logs, it gets torn around a lot more. So you have that, and then as you can see, once you have the Velcro here, I should point out, I have the rough side here and the soft side here. I honestly don't think it would make any difference which way you went. This is how I did mine. Then when you have your Velcroed side, that's when we just start Velcroing up. So for starting the Velcro, I'm not on one of the sides, but one of the corners is where I started the end of one of my strips. And then you slowly are going to be wrapping around. We're not going to do any extra cutting of our tarp until we get to the parts that we need to. So go ahead and get started on one of your sides. I would start like on the long sides before you have to get to the back or the front. So let's jump ahead to that part. All right, now coming around here to the front of my trailer, the back and the front, you're gonna have a little more complicated lines. So again, I didn't pre-cut the extra parts of the tarp. I have it wrapped around. I kind of have it tacked up so it will look nicer when you have yours properly put on there. All right, so as you come to these parts, that's when I just cut like as I went. I had the strip and I pulled it up. You can actually measure if you want more precise. I admit I kind of just winged mine. So you can see I cut here to the depth that I needed, and then I just cut out a little square for this pole. Also for this part, if you want to make this look a little nicer or you want to seal it a little more, we can add some duct tape. So I'll show you that. Here you can see I added the silver duct tape, just seals it a little more. Of course, if you're taking this up and down when you're traveling, I wouldn't bother with the duct tape. It's more a hassle, and it only adds a tiny bit more insulation, really doesn't do much. But if you're staying somewhere long term, which I tend to do, then I would go ahead and just add that. Okay, a couple more things to mention. So you're gonna be wondering, okay, what do I do when I reach the end of one of my strips and I match up to another? All I did was overlap them. I'm not showing the best spot, but just bear with me. All my other spots are kind of torn down at the moment. So let's say you have this piece ending right here. I would just do that. Then my new Velcro strip, I would just kind of overlay on the next one. It actually works really well. Couple other tips. If you have the extra insulation board or anything you want to put inside, that's another reason the pockets that we have with these tarps is great. You can slide anything in there. One, help hold the tarp in place. Two, more insulation. Again, as for holding it in place, I would still roll the tarp underneath, like that, underneath your trailer. Put rocks or anything on top of it to help hold it in place. Okay guys, that about sums it up. I know this was a super short video. If anyone's interested in a longer, more detailed video showing me actually going through the steps, leave it in the comments, message me, and in the future, I'll make a better one. I'd also enjoy remaking my skirt someday because I learned a few things. And so maybe you guys will try out something new too. For me, the hot glue, it worked for about a season and a half. So I would say every 2 years, I've had to fix it a little. It's the hot glue. So when it gets too cold, it actually gets brittle and it starts breaking down. So I have had to retouch up some of my hot glue to keep it going. Otherwise, I'm thinking for future, for you guys, maybe try a commercial staple gun. I think if we stapled the tarp together, it would hold. As for putting the Velcro strips on the trailer though, I don't have better ideas than using the hot glue gun. Maybe super glue? If you have any ideas, leave it in the comments below for me and everyone else, or even message me. I really enjoy doing this. I plan on doing some more videos just like this, little things I kind of came up with that made my RV life a little better, a little more insulated, a little more fun. Yeah, reach out to me, leave comments. Thanks guys, bye.